What is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I just had a lot of things on my plate, and it's more smooth sailings for now, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the point of these type of videos is I want people to have a better understanding of the topics without getting too technical. I also want to keep them short and simple so you can get on with your day. Okay, so for the main points of these type of videos that I want to pull out on my channel is I don't see the point in using big words or using case studies that I'd say majority of the people can't really understand, so it just makes me sound more fancy and oh, he knows what he's talking about. But in reality, these words can be more simplified. I'd rather have people know the general meaning of the topic than know all these technical jargon words that if you were to talk to, just say, your gym partner, or you were to talk to, say, someone new getting into the gym, and they're like, man, what is this guy talking about? You know, it doesn't really make sense to use all these type of words and case studies if the person you're talking to probably doesn't really understand it. I'm not saying that the people who are watching my videos don't understand it or they're stupid or something. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I want to keep it short, simple, to the point, and I want people to just have a general and simple knowledge on topics. So if they were to explain it to someone else, they won't come down as like they're just talking out of their ass type thing. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, please give it a thumbs up. It will really help me out. Please leave comments if you have any video topics, if you want me to cover any, and also please don't forget to subscribe. In this topic today I want to discuss is working out till failure. Is it necessary for your body to work out till failure? So my opinion on working out till failure is that there's a time and a place for it. I don't feel like if you're on your 9th day in a row in the gym, I don't feel like you should be working out till failure for those 9 days, especially if you're natural. If you're natural, I don't feel like you can work out till failure for more than 3 days for an average person. And then after those 3 days, you're gonna need at least a day off, or you need to, you know, just do something else, because if you keep working out till failure as a natural, your body just burns out a lot quicker than someone who's on gear or steroids. Even like even if you were to eat the right amount of food, got your nutrition, you got your sleep, you still can't you can still overtrain if you're going all out all the time in the gym, as for a natural. See, but then that begs the question with most bodybuilders who will talk about, you know, you have to go to failure, you know, you have to, the last 2 reps that's when you'll grow, that's when you will see the progress, that's when you see the strength gains, the muscle gains, you'll see all that stuff just from, if you were to do, say, 10 reps, but you go that extra mile and do 12 or something, you know, just pushing your body to the absolute limit to grow. I mean, yeah, it works, but the problem with working out till failure is that your muscle never really gives up. It's always your mind. I always feel like when you work out like balls to the wall, you train really hard, really aggressively and everything, I feel more stressed, like in my mind, like I feel like the tensions on my neck and on my head, not more the muscle. Like you gotta learn to train your mind in a way to where you can push more. You gotta train your mind to be disciplined to where, you know, all this hard work, even outside of life, doesn't feel, outside the gym, doesn't feel that it's too much for you. You know, when you gotta learn to push your mind, it wants you to push your mind, don't be defeated by your mind. Also, should you train till failure every workout? No. If you're a natural, I'm highly against it. I don't feel like everyone should work out to failure every day, but I would say maybe once a week. I'll probably do it maybe more than I should, but nevertheless I still know if I shouldn't do it, I wouldn't do it on that day. I'm not trying to, like, some days I feel amazing and I can do it, but then there's some days like, oh nah, I don't really feel it. I'm not gonna push myself to do those crazy drop set type things, you know. I know my limits, and that's how I know when it's too much and when it's not enough. So I was doing some researches and stuff, and they said the optimal time to do like the train till failure, you should do it at least once or twice every 3 to 6 weeks. For me, I rather, like, in my opinion, I rather do it once a week. Just pick a body part that's lagging or you haven't done it in a while. I'd say do that. So like, say this week do till failure on chest, and then next week do till failure for legs, and then next week do it for back, and then the other week do it for shoulders, and then do it for arms, and then repeat the cycle. I feel like that's an optimal, like, that keeps you disciplined, that keeps you, you know, still making gains in the gym and everything. It's still, it keeps you in check, you know, it keeps you always wanting more, it always makes you still better than, if you weren't to do it. If you were to do it, I'd say maybe once every 3 weeks, you know. You always have that drive, you always have that work ethic, you know, you bring it to the gym with you, so you want to use it. You don't want to just, you know, go slave away 8 hours and then go to the gym where you don't want to really work, you're just there, you know, so it just feels like you're there for that reason, is to work hard. You're there to make gains, you're there to make progress, you know. You're not there to just be there for an hour and a half and then, you know, go home. You want to be there, and, you know, you do want to train till failure. So I feel like doing it once a week will let you have the best of both worlds, where you're not training till failure all the time, but you're not doing it to where your body can't recover. These are my tips if you want to train till failure, or if you want to prepare to train for failure. I'd say tip number 1 will be drop sets. Drop sets are key in for mental and physical toughness. It helps you, you know, push weight that you never thought could be done. I mean, like, you would say do 90%. Usually I'll try to do 90% of my max. So I'll get like 2-3 reps, and then after that you're usually a bit tuckered out, you're a bit like fatigued, but then you drop the weight and you keep going, and then you can see that more mental toughness comes into play. Like, wow, I still had a lot of energy, maybe I could have got one more rep on my 90% max, but it's just that your mind's stopping you. But also it's a good way of getting the best of both worlds, where you're getting your strength and then you're straight away getting your hypertrophy. Okay, so for one of my biggest tips for training till failure is remember the key equation: progressive overload plus volume equals muscle growth. You know, you don't want to do you don't want to train till failure, because you just burn yourself out all the time, and your body cannot grow naturally if you are always your body just keep up with the workload. So remember, the progressive overload plus volume equals muscle growth. Okay guys, I don't really know how long this video is going to be, but hopefully it's short enough but not too long at the same time, so where I can give more information. I want to do more videos like this where I can just read some case studies, I can read some like books, I can see other people's opinions and try to merge it into one and have my own opinion as well on it. So as in, I want to keep it short, simple, to where you guys can just have a general knowledge of, is it okay? And yeah, I just want to show you guys just a general knowledge type of way. I want to try to do more of these type of videos, so to where I want to try to do more like answer fitness questions, and I also want to do a bit of philosophy. I love philosophy. I love the talks about life. I love like that. It's just more for, I don't want to like go on and about a topic about life or whatever. I just want to make topics where maybe it's 1-2 minutes long, but it makes you think about some, like, say if I was to talk about life, and it just makes you think about it the rest of the day, or how is it like this, like that. But I'll get more into it in another video. I want to try to keep this one as short as possible. And alright guys, if you guys enjoyed these type of videos, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.